Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a Nether portal hidden base. So you might already be able to see it, but this is a very simple idea. I don't know whether anybody's actually done this, but I thought about the concept of hiding a nice little hidden secret cave base inside of a Nether portal. The way that it works is that, first of all, you need a Nether portal and you have to enter it. So, we're in the Nether now, but we have to make our way back. So we stand inside the portal, and we're back on the overworld. But if we just move backwards, boom! Hidden base behind the portal. No one suspects a thing. Of course, you can make yours a lot bigger than this, but I think that the concept is a lot more important than the actual base itself. I don't know whether anybody's actually done this before. Probably. I mean, it's a pretty simple idea, I think, but I've actually never seen it around on YouTube. But here we go. We have a nice, awesome hidden base hidden away behind a Nether portal. And of course, the way that you get out is you just bloop, walk into the portal, and then you walk out and you shake it all about, and obviously you just have to work your way out. It's a bit irritating walking in and out of the portal, but you do have a nice, awesome, really easy to make hidden base. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. If you do, please do remember to smack that like button. That'd really help me out. I'd really appreciate it, guys. I honestly would. And without any further ado, why don't I actually show you how to make this thing? So easy, guys. Yeah, I mean, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Let me show you how to make it. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some obsidian and some flint and steel. These are the two main materials for making the actual hidden base, or at least the way that we will hide the base. Everything else is simply decoration. If you want to make your own hidden base, completely disregard all of these materials that we have right here, except the obsidian and the flint and steel, and grab your own stuff. But if you do want to make my base block for block, grab everything that you see here. You might want to pause the video for this. I'm not going to leave this screen on for long. Once you have all of your stuff, the next most important thing is figuring out where to make it. It's best made on the side of a hill or a mountain or a place that you can tunnel into. If you just make your Nether portal kind of like just out in the open like this, obviously you're not going to be able to place anything behind it because it's just going to be a nice open area. So I found this very small hill. We want to begin by digging into the hill. The Nether portal wants to have stuff to the left of it and to the right. The portal is 4 blocks high, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is 4 blocks wide, 1, 2, 3, and it will connect down to the ground. So the entrance portal is this shape. We want to knock this shape into the actual hill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to knock into the hill, maybe 3 rows. I think 3 rows might be about good. Three rows, yeah, that looks good to me. So we now have 4, we have enough space to place our portal. We can place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. We can extend that to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and we can connect that down to the ground. So now that we have stuff to the left of the portal and to the right, we can also dig into the ground and connect the portal together at the bottom. Let's make sure it lights, and it does. We're now going to destroy the obsidian, going to replace that. So now that we actually have the entrance to our actual hidden base, we have the mechanism in which we can keep it hidden. We now want to create the cave behind the portal. So the reason that we actually dug into the hillside is not only does it look better, but it allows us to place the cave behind the portal without having to build up the terrain. So we're going to knock out these 6 blocks in the center of the portal, and we want to dig into the cave 5 rows. We want to dig 5 rows into this cave, guys. So that'll be 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows, like that. We also want to dig the rest of the area out just to the right of it, so we don't just want to do 1 row. We want to dig into the ceiling by 1 row, expanding the cave, giving us 4 blocks high. And we want to dig to the left of us by 1 row, so completely take out the wall, reduce it by 1 row, and do the same to the right, like this. So completely get rid of all of that. That's perfect. We also want to create a little bit of a level system in the cave. So we want to come to the back wall and we want to knock out the top 2 rows of the back wall by an additional row, creating a shelf. This is important because we now want to take out our oak wood slabs and our stone brick slabs, and we want to place an oak wood slab coming off of the left-hand stone block. We want to place an oak wood slab coming off of that, and then we want to place a staircase of sorts using our oak wood slab. So we want to create a way that we can actually get up to this little shelf area. We then want to place a stone brick trim in front of the stone shelf that we have created, and now we want to place some stuff on the shelf. So we're going to want to place some like anvils, enchantment tables, bookshelves, that sort of stuff. Maybe even like a painting. Going to place an enchantment table in the left-hand center space, an anvil in the right, bookshelves surrounding it, and then a nice painting above both the actual enchantment table and the anvil. Looks quite good. I'm also going to place one here on the actual walkway, just to the left of us, just because I think that that is quite nice. If you like, you can make several indentations in the cave, and you can really just customize it how you like. If you want to like have a nice painting here, then perhaps you'd find that you'd also like to put a nice oak wood slab trim on it. You might even find that you want to place like, I don't know, like a flower pot beside the painting and maybe like a poppy in each side. You can really customize the cave and you can knock into as much or as little of it as you like. We should probably add a little bit of light to this, so I'm grabbing glowstone and wooden trapdoors, and I'm going to knock out the 2 center rows of free dirt at the top of the cave. So I'm going to knock out, actually, I think a 2x2 square might look better. I'm not sure. Maybe, nah, this will be fine. So I'm going to knock out these 2 rows of free, these 2 middle rows of free. I'm also going to replace that dirt block that I just broke, and I'm going to place glowstone in those empty spaces, and I'm going to place wooden trapdoors below them just to dampen them a little bit, make them look a bit nicer, and I'm also going to place grass above where I accidentally knocked into the hillside. That's quite important. So, now we have a nice little cave. I'm going to place a bed, and I'm also going to place a couple of things that I don't actually have in the form of a furnace and a crafting table. So I'm going to place a furnace and a crafting table underneath these stairs. I'm going to place a bed in the corner, right there. That looks quite good if you ask me. I'm also going to dig into the wall next to the bed, and I'm actually going to dig 1, 2, 3 spaces, and then 2 rows above that. And this is where I'm actually going to put like my armor stand and stuff. So I'm going to put an oak wood slab trim at the top, and I'm going to grab an armor stand, and I've got to very carefully grab the armor that I'm going to be using here. I don't want to accidentally put it on, like this. And I'm going to place an armor stand here in the bottom center. I'm going to put some armor on it because that looks quite nice. And I'm going to grab my chest here and item frames. I'm going to grab the chest and the diamond sword. I'm going to place a chest next to the armor stand with item frames above, and like a diamond sword and a diamond chest plate, just to kind of like show what is in here. I'm also going to place maybe just something like this, like an oak wood slab, a wooden trapdoor, and I'm going to place like a little flower pot here next to where I place like the armor. And this is just going to kind of look like a nice little a table with like a poppy on it, just because it looks a bit nicer, honestly, is the only reason. I'm going to use some red hardened clay here for the base of the cave. I don't know whether to make the entire base of the cave red hardened clay like this, or I don't know whether to... No, I'm not going to make the entire cave red hardened clay. I'm just going to make this little middle bit red hardened clay. And there we have a pretty functional, nice little cave hidden base. Doesn't take too long to make whatsoever. So, all we have to do now, to hide this away, flint and steel, the nether portal, boom, perfect. Who would suspect a thing? You have to look quite carefully, really, to actually notice that there's stuff in there. If you're just throwing yourself into a portal, you might not. So the way that we get in and out, obviously, crack open into the Nether portal. I don't think I've ever been to this particular part of the Nether. This is a proper survival world. And to enter the base, we just crack back into the portal. And we walk forward, and here we are. This is the hidden base. Looks very nice, very functional, quite cool, and it's nice and hidden. And to get out again, we just Nether portal, and we just whoa, and we walk out like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my Nether portal hidden base. Don't know whether anybody's done that before. Not really looked around, to be honest with you. I'm sure somebody has, but I think that it's a really cool idea. And if you guys aren't already doing this, I think that it's just a cool idea to hide away a little bit of a base. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do remember to like the video. It really helps me out. It really does. If you do like the video, I'd really appreciate it. And you might want to check out the rest of my channel. Subscribe. It's the best way to see what I'm up to. If you subscribe, please let me know what else you'd like to see in the future. I do have a couple more hidden base ideas. Hope that you guys are interested in checking those out as they come out. And please do also, I know that there's a lot of pleases here, but please do also check out the rest of the channel. If you subscribe, you'll probably like all of my other builds. Now, this isn't a good world to show off a lot of my builds, but it does have some stuff. Like we build some like more modern builds. There's like a modern mansion over there. We have a little mini mansion over here. We have all sorts of survival-ish related builds. This is a very old world. We even have more hidden bases. We have all sorts of cave bases, and we have all sorts of like hidden away underground bases. We have all sorts of crazy stuff on this channel that I'm sure that you would like to check out. But that's pretty much everything, guys. I forgot how much I liked this base. I hope that you enjoy the video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.